Conversion wide. Score stay. USIU 8. Jaquat Cougars 3.
A warm welcome wherever you are. IMPALA FLOODLIT 2025 varsity final. USIU currently leading 8 points to 3 over the Jaquat Cougars. We're going to have the reset. Ball being raised by Smith Mohoya. Takes it short. It does go short. Not being played. Calls the option and USIU take it. A scrum reset at the center. To the new fan asking what just happened. From kickoff, the ball has to travel 10 meters in the air. If it does not, we get a scrum reset at the 50-meter line, as is happening right now. To you joining us right now, this is the varsity final. USIU in the yellow and blue shorts, Jaquat in the green and white strip, or rather the Jaquat Cougars coming from the right of your screen. The USIU A Marshals on the left side of your screen. We're about 20 minutes into the game, a quarter way through. The score is 8-3. We have a full day of rugby coming up all the way until the sun sets and the floodlights come on. Karibu sana. This is evansbet TV. Ukiona namba hapo kwa screen, cheza kama wewe tafadhali. Hii rugby inakunid. And in the comments, kumbuka, we want to hear what you think. What are your plans? What are your predictions? Talk to us. Chat with us. Tell us, who do you expect to win in the varsity final? We have Jaquat Cougars taking on the USIU. It's a Thika Road derby. Remember, there will be the plate final in the club category, where we will have the KCB Lions taking on the Strathmore Leos. On the other side of the field at the RFUA grounds, we are having
points on a penalty. Let's see if they're going to be able to slot it in. It's a matter of process. Let's give it time.
On the other side at the RFUA grounds, we're having the plate, the varsity plate, where the Stallions are taking on the Daystar Falcons. We'll get that result for you later in the day when that game is over. Right now, USIU having an advantage, taking the penalty, kicking from about 43 meters out is Paul Kitui. We have mentioned that he has been critical of the boot for the USIU Marshals over the first 2 weeks of this tournament.
Conversion wide.
And it goes wide this time round.
Score stays same. USIU 8.
That penalty attempt goes wide. Ball charged down. Dave Masenga's 22 drop, charged down, but then quickly knocked on. USIU not capitalizing. Captain Randy just losing his mind there. Didn't expect the charge down.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was streaming in. It is the first match of the day. USIU taking on Jaquat. On the ladies, USIU with 8 points. Telling is Jaquat 3. We take this opportunity to recognize our sponsors today for IMPALA Flyers Tournament, 42nd edition. Starting with Safaricom, SG Security, IMPALA FC, Resolution, Coca-Cola.
And scrum on by Jaquat there. They retain it. They played short to Dave Masinga's hands. He kicks it up. Jaquat Cougars chasers. Paul Kitui trying to field it, but taken. That's a knock-on. Defender timing his tackle right there just before he could handle the ball. And there we go. That Jaquat Cougars talisman. And ref calls a handling error there. JKUAT ball. Both teams still looking a bit nervy so far. We're 23 minutes in, 24 by my clock so far, by the running clock. And USIU just 5 points, only a try splits these two Thika Road sides. The varsity final at the IMPALA Floodlight Tournament 2025. These are the future stars, the future players, the talent you want to watch on our varsity level. Will the referee call that? And it's a handling error.
They just lost it. Ball for USIU. Equalizing the cause
and the JKUAT Cougars there chaining a beautiful play, getting the space on the wing and running it in easy against the USIUA defense. Sleeping heads in the USIUA Marshall's defense. 2-3 phases and JKUAT managed to get the score in. Smith Muhoya with the 2. And the score now, JKUAT Cougars 10, USIU Africa Marshalls 8. We can see the USIU bench going to warm up. We're 27 minutes in. The IMPALA Floodlit 2025 Varsity Final. If you are joining us right now, I am your commentator, David Mango. I will be with you across the day. We're streaming.
Does it justice to the JKUAT as they extend the lead, going ahead of USIU.
We are streaming via evansbet TV. Karibu sana. Grab a seat, share the link, invite a friend who cannot make it, but if you can, fika Ngong Road, tafadhali fika Ngong Road. Rugby iko kwa wingi all the way until the sun sets and the floodlights come.
Sit dead. We have a restart.
And ref brings it back.
Scala the center.
Another call, ladies and gentlemen.
JKUAT.
From kickoff, the ball is supposed to go 10 meters, but also the ball is supposed to remain within the field of play. That's what has happened there. That's what the ref has called us back for. If the ball goes past the try box from kickoff, we do it again. A scrum at 50 meters, as is happening right now. To those of you keeping track, tutawachanua hizi rules across the day. Inform that person next to you who's a new fan of the game. Kuna vitu mingi ku learn about the sport. There's a lot to learn. You need to learn to enjoy it. Right now, JKUAT Cougars feed the scrum. Remember, the score is 10 JKUAT and 8 to USIU. The ball is out. Smith Muhoya playing the back line. Ball to the center. You can see Dave Masinga there. He retrieves it, trying to keep his feet. The phase play by the JKUAT Cougars.
My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my tasks. I start by brain dumping everything I need to get done in a list view. Next, I set a priority and a due date to keep things on track. I create custom statuses to organize my progress exactly how.
You can see the USIU defense formed up. JKUAT backs formed on the short side. Smith Muhoya kicks it over the line, trying to get the better of Paul Kitui. Paul Kitui fields it, sells the dummy, keeps his feet, punches through the first defender. And now it's USIU ball. You can see the USIU forwards coming, setting their phase. Loose ball there. Number 9 by USIU, Kimeli kicking the ball away. Smith Muhoya holding it again, raises it again. It's turned into a kicking game. Who's going to gain from the territory?
Tech bench.
Paul Kitui. Big boot of Paul Kitui there. Winning the territorial battle. Bringing it back, oddly enough, to where the original scrum was, about 15 meters away. All about right play, and the ball comes back right where it started. Can pardon the halt. USIU has a man down. We assume it's nothing major. JKUAT Cougars, so they're number 9 with the man down, being done a bit of tape work on his head. Quite a lot of tape work, if I might say. But ref calls the game can continue. JKUAT Cougars trying to get that ball wide, and a tackle there. The ball again. JKUAT with some chaotic, but getting the meters, trying to be held up there. What will the referee call? Ref calls the carrier not really. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, those are 2 different calls. If you tackle and do not roll away, the referee will signal for the tackler not rolling away. In that case, if you are the one attacking, you have been tackled. Once you're on the ground, you're supposed to release the ball. That is the call there. The referee has called that the attacking player did not release the ball once they were on the ground. Penalty to the JKUAT Cougars. We can see USIU's Fred Okoth being accessed there. I think he was the man down. I don't know if they're doing head injury assessment. You can see USIU is Captain Elvis Kadima consulting with the referee on what to do. Fred Okoth there, second guessing whether he has to leave the field. Nobody wants to stop playing. Understandable, but we are human. As people say on the streets, as Kenyans say, hii mwili sio mbao na sio chuma, you can't get hurt. Paul Kitui the kick, but he doesn't really get it out. Bouncing, fielded by Dave Masinga there. We're going to have a goal line dropout by the JKUAT Cougars. USIU gaining some 90 meters or so from that. Though the ball is not theirs, can they field the ball from this goal line dropout? Dave Masinga takes it, it bounces, and it goes straight out, and that's where the territorial game comes into play. USIU will get the ball from about 23 meters out, 24 meters out, just about 2 steps out of the JKUAT Cougars red zone. If you are joining us right now, this is the IMPALA FLOODLIT Tournament 2025. Thank you for joining us on EvansBet TV. I am your commentator, David Mango. This is the first game of the day. USIU A Marshals taking on the JKUAT Cougars. USIU A in the yellow coming from the left side of your screen. The JKUAT Cougars with the green and the white coming from the right side of your screen. Currently, JKUAT Cougars leading by only 2 points. JKUAT Cougars having 10. USIU A Marshals with 8. USIU currently with the ball, trying to build some phases. A front row carry there by the captain. USIU is Randy, number 9, and JKUAT Cougars JKUAT Cougars getting the turnover. Dave Masinga taking it quick. About 60 meters from the try box, and it's kicked up, spotting the space behind the line. And it's out. Is that 50-22 is what the ref is confirming. Seems it was not. The ball to USIU, but USIU within their danger zone now. Only about 20 meters from the try box. They need a clean line out. A good throw right there. Kimeli distributing. Paul Kitui clears his line. Trying to play the territorial game. Trying to punish the JKUAT Cougars back three. Dave Masinga with the ball. Takes it up. Taken down just past the